YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back on Total War Rome 2 with what's hopefully an exciting replay for you. This is another one that was submitted to me. I haven't had time to really get any replays of my own this week. It's been busy, and I've been trying to take care of other content, such as the Empires of Sand DLC videos that you all saw me put up. Hopefully those were helpful for you. Those were just a very quick preview. I will try to get some multiplayer matches on them and jump back in, and then I'm going to give you the opportunity to consider whether or not you want me to run a campaign on one of those factions. Anyway, so here's the replay. This was actually sent to me by IndyPride, who is running a channel that many of you have probably heard of. It's Milk and Cookies Total War is his channel. I will have a link to all the channels in the description, so make sure to go check that out. So yeah, this is IndyPride and Oakley on one team, and Oakley runs the THFE Productions channel. They're going to play as the Seleucids, and on the other side we have two other YouTubers that you'll are quite familiar with if you watch my channel, which would be Blademaster and Maximus Decimus Meridius. And they are going to represent Baktria. So we have a nice classic successor kingdom matchup here between Baktria and Seleucids. As far as rosters go, these two factions each kind of have their own advantages and disadvantages, so I'll be interested to see how those players use those. The map is pyramids, so it'll be relatively well balanced with a little bit of forest mixed in there to potentially create some interesting skirmishing engagements. Already I see pikes from all the players. This is not surprising. Levy pikes can actually make up a pretty important piece of the line for any successor kingdom, just because levy pikes are relatively decent at what they do, which is zone out a portion of the battlefield. So again, IndyPride is the one who sent it to me, so he's going to be the yellow highlighted Seleucid player. The blue highlighted Seleucid player is going to be Oakley. And then over here, you won't be able to tell any difference between each Bactrian player, and I'm not sure exactly which one's which as far as whether this is Blademaster or whether it's Maximus. I want to say I think that this is Maximus's army here, and I'm pretty sure that this is Blademaster's army over on their left. So Maximus would be on Bactria's right, Blademaster would be on Bactria's left. And they are both skirmishing, and we'll be able to tell whether this is Blademaster if he has Bactrian horse archers, and he does, so that's obviously Blademaster over there. Got a Thurio spear out here moving to push off the mercenary Scythian horse. Let's take a look at the armies. So we'll start with IndyPride here. He's got a couple Thurio spears up front. Looks like we probably have, so there's what, 2 Syrian heavies, a third, and an Eastern slinger. So 3 Syrian heavies and an Eastern slinger. 3 levy pikemen making up his center to protect his skirmishers. That's a smart choice. Looks like I see 3 Thurio spears for IndyPride. And then here we're going to have, let's see, 2 Royal Peltist, 2 Thorax Swordsmen. So good idea to bring the Royal Peltist, because otherwise you don't really have any good infantry power as the Seleucids. I see 2 Median Cav and a Hellenic Cataphract. The Hellenic Cataphract could be a great late game tool if he can keep it away from stuff like this, where this mercenary Scythian Blademaster pushing in aggressively, but then baiting out some javelins there. Pretty nice, only 2 losses. Took a volley of javelins out. Oakley's armies always come like probably very disjointed for what most of us are used to, but like he usually has kind of an interesting plan together for the way that he runs his armies, the way he do. So it's very, very interesting to see him play. He's got some archers up front here that are getting beat down by Eastern slingers. No big surprise, but let's take a look. So archers, Syrian heavies, archers, and he's got some peltist far out. So it looks like 2 heavies, 1 heavy, 2 archers, and a peltist out there. He's got Thurio spears as well. I see 2 of them up front. He's also got some Median Cav and Hellenic Cataphracts. Interesting to see them all bring the Hellenic Cataphracts. I see 4 Thorax swords, and it looks like we got a Royal Peltist back here with an Agema Cav general, another Median Cav, and a Levy pikeman. Interesting that his pikemen are kind of just sitting back there on their own. But like I said, that's pretty typical for Oakley. He likes to kind of play this way. Got a mercenary Scythian horse pulling up on these Median Cav. That could be bad for Oakley. Oakley's pushing Maximus right now. And let's take a look. So Maximus has 3 mercenary Scythian horse, a Bactrian noble horse, which is pushing in right here. This is actually going to be a dangerous situation for Maximus, but he is close to Thurio spears. Ooh, Maximus gets intercepted right there. That's not going to be great. So let's take a look at the rest of his army. Looks like I see, was it 4? Yeah, 4 levy pikemen, probably 4 Eastern Slingers, maybe 5. No, it looks like 5 Eastern Slingers. 1, 2, 3. No, maybe 5 Levy Pikemen. Yeah, 5 Levy Pikemen, it looks like. There's 2 Bactrian Noble Horse here. Those Eastern Slingers got caught, so that's kind of rough for Maximus. Let's see. Bactrian Royal Cav General. 2 more Bactrian Noble Horse here. An Indian War Elephant. So that's going to be his killing power. Looks like Maximus has just gone to be like the skirmish player. He had a lot of Eastern Slingers, lots of cavalry. His elephants and cavalry are going to have to do his killing for him. After his slingers have depleted their ammunition, I would guess that's going to be his role. We got Levy Pikemen here from Blademaster pushing back Thurio Spears. So it's an aggressive push with the pikemen. So I see 4 pikemen, 1 Eastern Spearman. A Bactrian Peltist here from Blademaster, 3 Eastern Slingers. I'm seeing 2 Bactrian Noble Horse, a Bactrian Royal Guard General, Bactrian Horse Archer out here, and then there's at least 2 Mercenary Scythian Horse for Blademaster that are behind their enemies. So hopefully that kind of covers their army. Bactria has less infantry killing power between the 2 of them, but they've got more cavalry and skirmish killing power. And then the Seleucids, I would give them the infantry edge in this engagement. Skirmishing, though, I mean, there's 3 Syrian heavies for IndyPride. That's a pretty considerable skirmishing contingent. Even Eastern Slingers probably going to struggle to bring that down. Thurio Spear and Square here. If it had any javelins left, it might have gotten some of them off, but it's getting shot up. And then let's see what this engagement looks like over here. Got some Bactrian Noble Horse up against some Medians and some Peltist. That would be a good engagement were it not for these Thurio Spears here. The Thurio Spears are actually going to try and pitch javelins to get these horse archers out of the way. Not a bad plan, but those Bactrian Noble Horse are going to poop all over the Peltist and the Median Cav. This will help archers trying to take some shots, but it'll also get some friendly fire. The Gema Cav General and some Royal Peltist coming in, so this could turn bad for Maximus here. Maximus has a unit of Levy Pikes that's actually kind of exposed now. May not hurt to get in a Gema Cav into the back of this thing, and that's exactly what Oakley's going to do. This is going to be a great charge from Oakley's Gema Cav. Going to destroy a lot of pikemen. Maximus is following up, though, with Bactrian Noble Horse, so that's going to be rough for the Gema Cav. He may have even baited that. It's hard to say. But yeah, the Gema Cav's going to want to get out of here with haste. This Thurio Spear should have gotten in here so the Gema Cav could escape, because now it's going to take massive damage to Bactrian Noble Horse. These Royal Peltist are going to struggle, because if they turn their back and go into this engagement, they're going to get shot from here. But, you know, again, Oakley needs to work on pushing these guys back and trying to trap that Bactrian Noble Horse. Over here, there's an engagement between Blademaster and IndyPride. Looks like Levy Pikes and Levy Pikes. So here's the typical extremely exciting pike-on-pike action you see in Rome 2. A bunch of guys just standing around sniffing each other's BO. So, got some Royal Peltist here defending the flank against some Bactrian Noble Horse. Gonna do well at that as long as they don't get charged unbraced. Levy Pikemen over here, all out of formation, weird. Some Thorax Swords getting rid of the Eastern Spearmen, but taking damage from some Bactrian Peltist. Horse Archers behind his lines, so IndyPride's got his work cut out for him. Little piecemeal engagements. Here comes the Bactrian Noble Horse, or Noble Cav of Maximus, and it's actually getting picked at by archers. This is pretty rough for Maximus. He's losing a lot of cavalry here. Does have a lot of kills. I don't know how quality the kills are because I haven't seen everything. Looks like quite a few archers. So questionable as to whether it's worth it in the end. But I mean, getting all these archers off the field early is certainly not going to hurt anything. Got a Thurio Spear Square here just holding up some Levy Pikemen, but they're getting shot by the Slingers as well. And these Thorax Swords fighting into the front of Levy Pikemen over here, not ideal. Maximus brings in some cavalry so that if they retreat, they're going to take losses. That's actually a pretty smart move here by Maximus. Going to get some nice kills. Thorax Swords holding up Bactrian Noble Horse and Levy Pikes here too. They might want to get out of this fight. Here comes the Elephants though, and it looks like the Javelin tossing units are mostly hung up, except for this Thorax Swordsman. This could be the key here. Let's see what happens. Javelin's tossed. It actually does run the Elephants amok and kills one of them, so very nice Javelin toss. This, I think Maximus may have tried a little harder to pin this unit down before coming in, and this one as well, because now his Elephants are running amok, and hard to say how effective they'll be here. It depends on if these yep, they have Javelins left. They're discharging it, killing another elephant. So the elephant's now down 2 units in total. A lot of engagement going on here between Blademaster and IndyPride. Elephant's getting quite a few kills here on these thorax swords. There is a levy pikeman nearby. That's going to be a danger. And these are friendly levy pikes over here. So the elephant's safe for now. No more javelins from these thorax swords. But if they run into these pikemen, it could be very, very bad. And I'm kind of sticking here because this is a very important part of the engagement in my mind. How well these elephants do is going to play a lot into the overall battle. Maximus still has his general over here. That's a lot of kills on that general. He's doing well with it. Looks like he's been smashing into that Royal Peltus. That's some very quality kills for that general. Though we still have a Hellenic Cataphract on the field here for Oakley. And it looks like a Hellenic Cataphract here for... this one's going to be IndyPride. Getting these levy pikes who were not in formation. But it is taking fire from a mercenary Scythian horse archer, so that's rough for the Cataphracts. Especially if they're in heavy shot. It looks like the elephants are dead at this point. There's none of them left for me to check the kills, so I'll have to look at the end to see whether or not it was decisive. I don't think they got a ton of kills. Maximus is sitting back here with a lot of skirmish power and cavalry still. That's going to play out into the late game. Let's take a look at Blademaster's general here. Only 45 kills, down 60 men versus a Royal Peltus. But the Royal Peltus is taking kind of a beating here too. Probably a little bit of a shield wall glitch going on here, I think, from the hoplites, but they are holding their own decently against that Royal Peltus. That's a fairly good unit. Hellenic Cataphract full strength here with 49 kills. A little bit of pike boxing going on here by Blademaster to protect his men. This is good. That's what he's going to want to do there. Bactrian Noble Horse mopping up a levy pikeman here, it looks like, but being chased off by a Royal Peltus. The Agema Cav of Oakley is very beat up, but it is going to get a hold of these Eastern Slingers. So let's see if anybody has lost their general. Maximus' general out here is definitely savaged a bit, but has gotten 350 kills. That is a considerable number of kills for a Bactrian Royal Cav. Even if they were a lot of skirmishers, that's still a lot of kills. This Hellenic Cataphract only 6 kills and down to 52, so this is not real great here. But the army of Maximus is suffering. The general recently died. That kind of sucks for him because there's quite a few cavalrymen left here. But at least he's still got the unit and he can use it. These mercenary Syrian archers are going to run away. Those Royal Peltists are unbraced and they are going to get charged here. They're actually singled out too. Not the best charge from the Royal Cav. But with these levy pikemen moving in, Maximus can single out that Royal Peltus, which will be a very nice unit to kill. Blademaster is probably about to lose his general if he hasn't already. 103 kills now on this Bactrian Royal Guard. Looks like they've killed quite a few Royal Peltus, so that's actually a pretty nice engagement that they've done there. Blademaster out here trying to wrap up the Agema Cav general of crap, I'm always going to get it confused. This one's going to be Oakley, and there's a Hellenic Cataphract here in prolonged melee. But it's got 117 kills and only lost 7, so that's very good there for that Cataphract, and it is going to clean these Bactrian Noble Horse off the field. Unfortunately, it probably meant that... No, his general's still alive. That's incredible. 8 men left in that Agema Cav, his general's still alive. The Bactrians actually rallied a little bit right there, so this is going to be kind of rough for the Cataphracts because these Bactrian Noble Horse are good in prolonged melee, and there's a levy pike coming in to try and get some freebies off of that fight. There is a lot of Seleucid forces left on the map here, infantry-wise, so I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 heavy infantry, 5 heavy infantry, 2 Hellenic Cataphract units, several levy pikemen, some Thurio spears, and over here for Maximus I'm going to see there's some mercenary Syrian archers, Eastern Slingers, more Bactrian Noble Horse, looks like probably some more levy pikes. There's going to be Bactrian Royal Cav. Yeah, I mean, at this point I'd be giving the edge to the Seleucids just based on what I'm seeing, but we'll see how it plays out. There's still a lot of cavalry left on the field for the Bactrians, so this could get very interesting. Levy pikemen here chasing into this fight. I'm surprised it didn't stop sooner, and now it's just going to get knocked out. These Bactrian Peltus, though, trying to come in. They have their daggers out, so I do not believe that they have any ammunition left, or else Blademaster would probably be throwing it. He's trying to catch these Hellenic Cataphracts, but they are going to get a charge, and they're going to bowl over a lot of Bactrian Peltus. Let's see. No other units there to follow up for the Bactrians. Blademaster's precious Bactrian horse archers back here with 185 kills, which I'm sure he is absolutely loving. Though their morale has taken a hit because of the death of the general, and they're exhausted. He might want to consider getting those guys back and resting. Let's see. So it looks like the Bactrians have regrouped for an attack. We've got Eastern Slingers, Syrian Archers, other units moving up, probably going to target the general, which is this Royal Peltist for IndyPride. That's what they're targeting. The Royal Peltist does not have the best missile block chance, decent armor, but they're going to have difficulty blocking a lot of missile fire. Let's see. So yeah, that's just kind of an overview of what's left here. The Bactrians in red, the Seleucids in yellow. That's the Bactrian Horse Archer. Not taking the time to rest just yet. I mean, he really may want to consider resting those guys for good effect, but it depends on maybe why they felt pressured to do what they're doing here. So Median Cav going to get chased off by Bactrian Noble Horse, though they'll want to be careful. They don't want to get any engagements too close to all these support units, which is exactly what they're doing. No doubt Maximus and Blademaster will be wanting to maximize their missile potential, but there's still some missiles here left for the other team too, and these Syrian archers do have ammo. And because of their armor, it's going to make them more difficult for the slingers to kill. There's some Eastern Slingers mixed in here too, still have ammo. Some of these guys, yeah, it looks like they all still have ammo, so still skirmishers for both sides. This is going to be an interesting ending. This battle's far from over. As you can see, the timer still shows 15 minutes down here. So yeah, there's going to be a considerable second portion to the battle here. Looks like the Seleucids taking up some position here in the woods. It's a good idea. This is going to protect their Royal Peltist. Good place to put the Royal Peltist. And then they've got Thurio Spears, Levy Pikemen here to kind of block access to their own archers. They'll want to be very careful. A Bactrian Horse Archer or something back here could be a big threat. You can see that Bactrian Horse Archer now up to 201 kills. Blademaster loves those guys, and he's certainly getting a lot of kills out of it. I haven't seen all their kills yet, but probably got some good quality kills out of it. Their slightly heavier mass and good attack stats make them great for rear charges. And here they're firing at Hellenic Cataphracts and killing some. So it looks like they are on heavy shot as well. So they're going to be getting more armor-piercing damage done there. And then they need to flee from this Median Cav. Looks like they will. We got pike lines facing off against Thurio Spears and other pikes, so you know that this engagement will be a real snoozer if they go after it, because neither one of these infantry really has any killing potential. Looks like some Levy Pikemen here not in phalanx formation. They're going to get mowed down. But otherwise, like I said, the pike-on-pike combat is as soon as they touch each other, they just sit there and look at each other and apparently try and shout each other down with insults. Median Cav coming in here to pin the Bactrian Noble Horse, potentially looking to swing the Hellenic Cataphract around. Not a bad plan. Yeah, so it looks like there's a general flanking maneuver from IndyPride right now, but his Median Cav are not able to hold here in the face of all these Bactrians, but there is a Thurio Spear now, a flank trample charge from the Cataphracts. Probably not the best angle, though, on the Bactrian Noble Horse. A few of them are going to die, though, so still going to get something out of it. These Cataphracts have not been made cost-effective just yet. This Cataphract over here, though, 212 kills, possibly cost-effective, and it's rear-charging pikemen. So the Bactrians now taking some pretty severe losses. This Cataphract has a lot of kills for Oakley. This one over here, though, is getting rid of some Bactrian Noble Horse, and getting rid of the horses would be a huge benefit for the Seleucids. However, the Seleucids are running out of cav themselves, and it's opening them up to this Horse Archer harassment from Blademaster, where he's just coming in and getting impact kills and then pulling away. So he's just using the mass of the cavalry unit. They're now up to 279 kills. Blademaster absolutely loves those guys, and he's probably right now giddy with extreme joy seeing all the kills on that Bactrian Horse Archer. So yeah, the Seleucids losing their cavalry here is going to be very dangerous. These Cataphracts are going to want to get this Eastern Slinger while they have the chance. They're going to be exhausted probably, or very tired at least. Those Eastern Slingers are getting kills on them. But now the Eastern Slingers are going to be gone, so that's a rough loss for the Bactrians. And this noble horse is going to be gone, but it's going to take the Hellenic Cataphract down with it. At least for the most part. That noble horse is really hanging on. These are some tanky units. Well, we'll see if that Hellenic Cataphract routes. If it does, that's a big loss for the Seleucids. This Cataphract is now free to try and finish this off. Agema Cav General. The General's still alive with 8 men left. Still incredible for Oakley to get that kind of luck. That's very nice for him. Thorax Swords over here taking a lot of fire from Horse Archers. Depending on how much ammo these units have, it could be decisive because they are killing Thorax Swordsmen. All of them are in heavy shot, as you can see by the 100 range. 260... No, okay, it's only 74 kills on these Mercenary Scythians. I thought it was 260. I'm like, holy crap, I don't know how you pull that off. 2 Hellenic Cataphracts being the only cavalry left for the Seleucids. So they're going to be slow. And they are moving into the woods. This is good. It'll give them protection from charges from the Bactrian cavalry. And it'll also give them cover from the missiles. This is definitely the right move, but it's too late. This Thorax Sword is being harassed by the Bactrian Horse Archers, who now have 300 kills. Only lost 12 men, so very impressive performance for the Bactrian Horse Archers. These Mercenary Scythians are wavering. Gonna have to be very careful here. The littlest thing is going to cause them to rout at this point. They're probably trying to bait javelins if they're out of ammo. And that would be a good use for him at this point. This Thorax Sword is actually completely braced, so the charge here from the Bactrian Noble Horse, maybe just trying to draw out the Cataphracts. It looks like that's the case, so they can get shots maybe with the Mercenary Scythians. Yes, that is the case, and that was actually a pretty sweet move, because getting rid of those Cataphracts is going to be a big deal. These Thorax Swordsmen are being cycle charged by Bactrian Horse Archers and slowly killed. The Horse Archers taking some losses now, though, because of their exhausted state and the braced nature of these swords, but I mean, they're still getting kills. Mercenary Scythians here, they still have ammo left, so they'll be picking a target. If there's any pikes left, they'll probably be wanting to get rid of pikes. There are some on this side, and there's also some on this side. Doesn't look like every flank is protected by pikes, though. This fight definitely looks to be in favor of the Seleucids to me, but there's still quite a bit of time left, so obviously Blademaster and Maximus not giving up yet at this point. Mercenary Scythians here trying to get the Thorax Swords out of their formation. The Bactrian Noble Horse now only active, so I don't know, it must have gotten some time to rest. It certainly wasn't second wind, because neither of the Bactrian players have their general left. So let's see what all we have. We have one Bactrian Horse Archer here that's exhausted. There must have been 2 units of these. No, that's a Bactrian Noble Horse I was looking at a minute ago, my bad. So the Bactrian Horse Archer is still very exhausted, 316 kills. Bactrian Noble Horse with only 1 loss. Mercenary Scythian Horse Archer charging in here. Not really sure what the reasoning for this is. They just trying to draw... If they were just trying to pull the enemies out of formation, then they haven't followed up with any attack, so not really sure why they charged in that Scythian Horse Archer. It's shattered now. The Bactrian Horse Archers, do they have ammo left? They look like they do, but they're going for a charge here. Maybe trying to get to the back of these pikemen. That's exactly what they do. Very gutsy charge here by Blademaster, but it's going to pay off. He gets a lot of kills there and causes the pike to waver. Yeah, he just picked up probably at least 20 kills on that charge for only a few losses. That was worthwhile. Mercenary Scythian Horse over here firing in and getting kills on the Seleucid forest. Same thing over here, these Mercenary Scythians firing in, all on heavy shot, so they're going to be getting a lot of kills despite the forest, because they're probably firing into the backs of units. We're seeing some low morale units from IndyPride. Not all of them, but some of them are having low morale because they're being shot from all directions. This is still a very close battle. I was given the edge to the Seleucids, but there's still a very real chance here that the Bactrians can pull this off because of this morale factor going on. They've formed up a little box here now, but not all sides have pikes. It looks like only 3 sides have pikes available. So the sides with the swords are going to be more vulnerable, but they do have a braced position. Flaming arrows now coming in onto the units that are already wavering. If they can get that Royal Peltist off the field, it's actually supporting the morale of nearby units. There's 2 of them. One of them just routed, and if this one goes, then they're going to lose that support for the morale from the Royal Peltast. And then if the Cataphract is gone, there won't be any more morale supporting units on the field for the Seleucids. So that's a nice move by the Bactrians here, trying to get rid of these guys. See this Royal Peltast here, barely hanging in the fight. Same thing with the Cataphract, both units are wavering. If they can get rid of those morale supporting units, the Levy Pikes won't be hard to defeat. Well, there's 2 Hellenic Cataphracts left, my bad. The Peltast are now gone. No, actually there's 1 Hellenic Cataphract left. It's right here with 7 men and wavering. Yeah, when that unit goes, this is going to get rough. Those Bactrian Horse Archers again charging in. Should rack up some decent kills, though they are going to take some pretty heavy losses that time. Not the best kills, and they're now wavering. But lots of wavering and breakage. Okay, the Bactrians are going to follow up with these shattered pikemen and take them off the battlefield. Oh, the Seleucids now suffering massive morale blows. They have routing units that are being mopped up by the Bactrians. This is very, very bad for the Seleucids, and they're going to come running, trying to do something about it, trying to get into combat. Very close ending we're going to have on our hands here, I think, people. They really want these pikemen back. The Seleucids are fighting to keep those pikemen, and the Bactrians are trying to mop them up and shatter them. We've got another pike unit on the move here that's now going to become vulnerable to a rear charge from those Bactrian Horse Archers, up to 364 kills and climbing. Flaming arrows coming in. This is going to hurt the morale of both players, but the Seleucids have the potential to take the worst of it here, I think. But this Bactrian Horse Archer is being affected by it. Yeah, 385 kills. Very impressive. So still very few units left. It looks like the morale kind of stabilizing a bit for the Seleucids. But this unit's now singled out, and it's going to take a charge as it tries to brace. Let's see if we get kills on the Bactrian Horse Archer. We did. Wow. Almost 10 of them there. So a nice little charge there. That Thorax Sword now wavering. We got, looks like one side of Thurio Spears, Thorax Swords, a few more Thurio Spears, and some pikes. So very close battle here. Looks like just each player has a couple of units left. These pikemen that broke are going to shatter now because they're being chased down by Bactrian Horse Archers who just capped 400 kills. How many chevrons they get? 3 experience chevrons. Very impressive. Ooh, that Mercenary Scythian coming very close to the infantry there. No javelins left for any of the infantry. The Levy pikemen are in red morale. If they charge from over here through the Thurio Spears and try and hit the back of those Levy pikemen, it'll probably rout those units. And then you could bring this Bactrian Noble Horse in when the... I would actually give the edge to this point at the Bactrians because of this Bactrian Noble Horse with 79 men left. That's going to be a key player. This Bactrian Horse Archer has paid huge dividends. This is a very fun fight. I've enjoyed this one a lot. Lots of different stages to this fight, like a very big open engagement at first, and then it kind of slowed down into more skirmishing and single engagement, and this is exactly what they've done. They've gotten a rear charge into the back of the Levy Pikes, and now they're going to waver, potentially rout here. Here comes the Bactrian Noble Horse, as expected. That's going to finish off the Levy Pike. Yep, they attacked exactly how I figured they would. And I think you're going to see the Seleucids break here. That's my guess, but I mean, some of the Bactrian units are kind of on the line here too with these Horse Archers, and that could adjust the balance of power. Still going to be very close. Yeah, the balance of power you can see just shifted a little bit in favor of the Seleucids. Comes another charge here. Bactrian Horse Archers going to get into the back of this Thurio Spear. Did it get into a square? I don't know if it has. Almost 420 kills. The Bactrian Horse Archers, though, about to bite it. Yeah, they're gone. Bactrian Horse Archers finally routed at 418 kills. Bactrian Noble Horse only lost 2 men in that engagement, but there's 2 very healthy Thorax Swords who are now back-to-back, and a few Thurio Spears. And they're all going to be in shield wall. So, guessing that the Bactrian Nobles were going to want to hit this thing from the side, try and open up a flank. Like if they came around here from this side, that could be a nice little attack here. More ammo still on these Mercenary Scythians. I don't know how these guys still have ammo. They must have been saving it for late game. 130 kills though is very nice on a Mercenary Scythian. It's a cheap unit. Here comes a quick charge from some Mercenary Scythian Horse Archers who 259 kills on a horse archer is incredible. The Thurio spear is actually routed at that point. That is a huge benefit for the Bactrians. It looks like Oakley has 1 unit left, IndyPride has 1 unit left, and it could be the same over here if that's Blademaster's horse archer or this is Maximus's cavalry. I don't know what the case is, but if that's the case, each player would only have 1 unit left at this point, which means this battle is incredibly close. More firing coming in here from the horse archers. This has got to be frustrating for Oakley and IndyPride. 1 Bactrian horseman was caught up there. They're back into shield wall, which should give them better shield strength. Look at all the dead bodies all over the battlefield. The horse running across. Just a lot of killing that's gone on in this battle. If we take a look at it from above, you can see basically killing that took place all over the battle. Oh, here comes a charge. I'm about to miss it. The Bactrian cavalry charging in. Both Seleucid units still intact, though they're taking impact damage on every charge, and when they charge both units together like this, it's inevitable that the Seleucids are going to get attacked in the back as horses penetrate through the formation. Still very close. Horse archers, a lot of men. The Bactrian noble horse just ping-ponging back and forth here, so this is a great use of their mass. There's very little that the infantry can do beyond what they're doing. They got into the woods, they went into shield wall. There's not a whole lot else you can do to defend yourself in this case, so this is really about the best that you can expect as the Seleucids, because there's not much you can do about the fact that horses can use that mass against you. Yep, and it is going to be a tight victory for the Bactrians. They come out with 2 units of horses left. Very nice fight. Lots of great YouTubers that were involved in this, great Total War players in general. Let's take a look at the statistics and kind of see who came out to shine here. IndyPride had a really nice number of kills here overall, it looks like. This Royal Pelt is 265. Nice numbers on his Syrian archers here. Not as good from this Royal Peltis, but 108 kills on a Levy Pike and 73 is great. Even 59 is pretty good. Decent numbers off of these Thorax swords too. 104 kills on a Thurio spear is also quite nice. So some units with some good kills that you wouldn't necessarily expect. 116 kills for Eastern Slingers is also nice. Let's take a look at Blademaster. So Blademaster was the one with the elephants. So I had that a little bit wrong. Yeah, but Maximus was the one who did all of the skirmishers. So I had that correct, but the elephants belong to Blademaster. Only 150 kills, it's a little bit low on an elephant, but with this many missiles flying around, that may still have turned out okay-ish. Bactrian Royal Guard did okay. A lot of those kills were actually Royal Peltis, so not too bad. 110 kills on a Bactrian Peltis is pretty nice. 135 kills on Levy Pikemen here, 91. All very respectable numbers on the Levy Pikemen considering their cost. This is, though, a huge factor right here. 418 kills on a Bactrian Horse Archer. That's a 700 talent unit, and it got every bit of 700 and some odd talents worth of kills there, I guarantee you that. Still decent kills here on these units as well. Let's take a look at Oakley and Maximus on their numbers. So Oakley's a Gema Cab General, 209 kills, not bad. 460 though on the Hellenic Cataphracts is also an impressive number of kills. Nice use of the Hellenic Cataphracts by Oakley. Let's see where else. Looks like some of his units struggled, but 118 kills on a standard archer unit with the triple chevron is pretty impressive. And 115 kills on the Syrian heavy is not bad. Maximus, let's see, his top performer here, Bactrian Royal Cab with 424 kills, great. This, though, is amazing. Triple chevron, 262 kills on a mercenary Scythian horse archer. Again, impressive. He got a chevron on both of his Syrian heavies here. Picked up a chevron on one Eastern Slinger. And his pike number is not super high, but in the end, I guess they did what they should. Great replay. Really appreciate IndyPride sending this, and it was really fun. Go check out those YouTubers that you saw here. Like I said, I'll have links in the descriptions. Go check out their videos. Each one of them brings kind of a unique and fun flavor to Total War in my mind. IndyPride has always got some great online action that he walks you through. Oakley is always big on like the kind of grandiose, like historical battles and themed battles. He's great at that. Blademaster, of course, he's just got his swagger that he adds to Total War, his Bactrian swagger, the love of horse archers and whatnot. And then Maximus, like I said, he's kind of like, we need to start calling him Dr. Meridius. He's like the professor of Total Warology at the University of Total War. So that's where I would place him in, because he seems to like know all the mechanics and everything behind it. He reminds me of, in some ways, like the way he talks about it, it's almost like a physics professor going on or something, so like the Rome 2 physics professor. Anyway, go check them all out. They each, like I said, they each have something great to offer to the Total War YouTube community, and I like watching all their videos. Definitely worth checking out. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage, signing off for now.